Okay, so let us continue our discussion about integration by trigonometric substitution. So we are through with case number 1, kaya case 2 na tayo ngayon. So ang case 2 natin, when the integrand contains square root of a squared plus u squared. So ulitin ko ulit, sinabi ko sa unang video, na yung a squared at saka yung u squared ay pwedeng magkapalit ng pwesto kasi addition ang ating operation dito, So ang substitution natin ay u equals a tangent of theta. Okay, example kung paano siya gamitin, So example number 1, we have integral of dy divided by 36 plus y squared raised to 3 halves. So ngayon, itong given natin ay equal din sa integral of dy. Tapos divided by, so yung 36 plus y squared raised to 3 halves equal din sa square root of 36 plus y squared raised to 3. Raised to 3. Okay? So, bakit? Kasi ang ibig sabihin ng square root ay raised to 1/2. So, 1/2 times 3 ay equal din siya sa 3 halves. Okay, so this is also equal to the integral of dy divided by square root. At yung 36 naman ay equal siya sa 6 squared plus y squared. And then raised to 3. Kaya yung square root of 6 squared plus y squared takes the form of square root of a squared plus u squared. Kaya siya case number 2. So, ang ating substitution na gagamitin ay u equals a tangent of theta. Ngayon, ano ba yung a natin? So, yung a natin equals 6. At ang u natin ay yung y. So, u equals y. So, gagamitin na natin yung substitution na u equals a tangent theta. So, let u equals a tangent of theta. So, yung u natin ay yung y. Kaya yung u na yun, papalitan natin ng y. So, y equals. So, yung a naman natin equals sa 6. Kaya papalitan siya ng 6. So, 6 tangent of theta. Kaya nun, kukuha tayo ng derivative both sides. So, dy equals 6. So, ang derivative ng tangent theta ay secant squared theta. D theta. Okay. So, gagamitin na natin yung ating magsasubstitution na tayo. So, dito. So, meron tayong integral sign. Ito siya. Meron tayong dy. Ang dy equals siya sa 6 secant squared theta d theta. So, sulat natin yun. So, 6 secant squared theta d theta. As meron tayong division line. So, drawing natin ang division line. Tapos meron tayong square root. Square root. So, yung 6 squared, yun ay 36. So, nalagay natin 36. Plus y. Plus y. Yung y natin equal siya sa 6 tangent of theta. So, papalitan natin yun ng 6 tangent of theta. So, 6 tangent of theta. Tapos, squared. So, squarein natin to. Tapos, raised to 3. So, raised to 3. Okay? Tapos, magkakaroon tayo ng integral of, so, copy lang, 6 secant squared of theta, d theta. So, 6 secant squared theta d theta. So, divided by, so, meron tayong square root of 36. Plus, no? So, 6 squared ay 36 din. Tapos, tangent squared. Tapos, huwag kakalimutan, naka-raise to sa 3. Oh. Okay? So, equals. So, dito, common factor yung 36. So, lalabas natin o ipa-factor out natin yung 36. So, integral sign ng ating numerator. 6 secant squared theta d theta. Divided by, so, lalabas natin yung 36. So, ang natira dito ay 1. At ang natira sa tangent, 36 tangent squared ay tangent squared of theta, no? Tangent squared theta. Nasa loob siya ng square root sign. Tapos, raised to 3. No? Raised to 3. Ngayon, yung 1 plus tangent squared, equal siya sa secant squared. So, papalitan natin ito ng secant squared. So, equals, no? So, we have integral. So, yung ating numerator, 6 secant squared of theta d theta. So, divided by, and then square root. So, meron tayong 36. At yung 1 plus tangent squared, as I've said, equal siya sa secant squared of theta. No? So, secant squared theta. So, raised to 3. So, ngayon, ang square root ng 36 ay 6. At ang square root ng secant squared ay secant. So, magkakaroon tayo ng integral of, so, sulat lang ulit natin yung numerator. 6 secant squared of theta d theta. So, divided by, so, square root ng 36 ay 6. Tapos, naka-raise siya sa 3. Kaya, re-raise natin to sa 3. And then, square root of secant squared ay secant. Tapos, naka-raise siya sa 3. Oh, kaya magkakaroon tayo ng secant cubed of theta. So, cancel ngayon yung isang 6. Oh, cancel yung isang 6. Cancelin natin. So, natira na lang dito ay dalawang 6. Cancel din ang secant squared. Cancelin natin ang secant squared. Okay? So, meron tayong integral of. So, natira sa numerator na lang ay d theta. So, divided by. So, sa 6 cubed, dahil kinancel natin yung isang 6, natira na lang siya ng 6 squared. Dito naman, sa secant cube, dahil kinancel natin ang secant squared, natira na lang siya ng secant of theta. So, 1 over 6 squared, so that's 1 over 36. So, lalabas natin yung 1 over 36, yung ating constant. Okay. Tapos meron tayong integral sign. Ngayon, yung 1 over secant, equal siya sa cosine of theta. I repeat, 1 over secant equals cosine of theta. Tapos yung d theta natin. Okay. So, ang result ay 1 over 36 integral of cosine theta d theta. At ito ngayon ay readily integrable na. No? Ang integral ng cosine theta d theta equals sine of theta. Kaya magiging sagot natin 1 divided by 36 sine of theta and then plus c. No? And then sine theta times 1 is sine of theta. So divided by 36. No? And then plus c. Okay. Ngayon, yung ating sagot, ating final answer, hindi natin iiwanan in terms of theta, no? Or sin theta. Ang gagawin natin, hahanapin natin ngayon yung equivalent of sin theta in terms of y. Kasi ang problem natin ay in terms of y, no? Ito yung ating problem. Integral of dy divided by 36 plus y squared raised to 3 over 2. So, babalik tayo ngayon sa ating substitution. So, y equals 6 tangent of theta. So, dito sa y equals 6 tangent of theta, pag ating isosolve yung tangent of theta, no? So, tangent of theta equals y divided by 6, no? Y divided by 6. Ngayon, by definition, tangent is opposite divided by the adjacent side. So, ito ngayon ay opposite. Ito ngayon ay ang ating adjacent side, no? So, if we are going to draw the right triangle defined by this equation, tangent theta equals y over 6, no? So, let us draw the right triangle. So, let us say that this is the angle theta. So, with respect to angle theta, the opposite side is y. So, this is y. And then, the adjacent side is 6. At ito yun, no? 6. So, if we are going to use the Pythagorean theorem for the hypotenuse, then this is equal to the square root of the sum of the squares of 6 and y. So, 6 squared ay 36. And then, plus the square of y is, of course, y squared. Okay. So, from here, dito natin ngayon kukunin yung equivalent ng sin theta, no? And by definition, sin is opposite divided by the hypotenuse, no? So, sin theta, using this right triangle, equals the opposite side, so that's y, divided by the hypotenuse, which is equal to square root of 36 plus y squared. So, square root of 36 plus y squared. So, yan ngayon yung equivalent ng sin theta. Okay. So, yung sin theta na ito ay papalitan natin ngayon ng y divided by square root of 36 plus y squared. So, magkakaroon tayo ng y, no? And then divided by 36, and then times, ano? Square root of 36 plus y squared. Square root of 36 plus y squared. And then, let's see. And this is now our final answer. No? Y divided by 36 times square root of 36 plus y squared. So, I repeat. Yung sin theta na ito equals sa y divided by 36 plus y squared. So, papalitan natin siya noon. So, ito siya, y divided by 36 plus y squared. At yung 36 na yun ay yung 36 na ito. Ano? This is now our answer. Okay. So, let us have another solution sa ating example number 1 under case 2. No? So, ito yung ating given integral of dy divided by 36 plus y squared raised to 3 halves. No? So, alam na natin na ito ay case 2. At equal siya sa integral of dy divided by square root, no, of 36 plus y squared. Square root of 36 plus y squared raised to 3. No, raised to 3. Yan. So, ang ating substitution, u equals a tangent of theta. So, let u equals a tangent of theta. Okay, so yung u natin ay yung y. So, y equals a. Ang a natin ay 6 kasi yung 36 ay 6 squared. No? Nakita na natin yung kanina sa ating unang solusyon. So, 6 tangent of theta. Kaya rin, kukuha tayo ng derivative both sides. So, magkakaroon tayo ng dy equals 6. So, ang derivative ng tangent ay secant squared of theta. D theta. Okay. So, in trigonometric function, yung dy ay equivalent niya ay 6 secant squared theta d theta. Ngayon, ano naman ang equivalent na square root of 36 plus y squared in trigonometric function? So, yun yung hanapin muna natin ngayon. So, from our substitution, y equals 6 tangent of theta. So, dito, pag ating isosolve yung tangent theta, no? Tangent theta equals y divided by 6. No? So, y divided by 6. And by definition, tangent is opposite divided by the adjacent side. So, ibig sabihin, sa right triangle, ang opposite side natin ay y at yung adjacent side natin ay 6. Now, let us draw the right triangle defined by this equation. Tangent theta equals y over 6. So, drawing natin yung right triangle. Okay? So, this is the right angle. This is the angle theta. So, the opposite side with respect to angle theta is y. At ito yun, And then, the adjacent side is 6. And then by Pythagorean theorem, the hypotenuse equals the square of 6, so that's 36, plus the square of y, so that's y squared. And then from here, so from the triangle, hanapin natin ngayon yung equivalent trigonometric function ng square root of 36 plus y squared. Ito, hanapin natin yung equivalent trigonometric function niya. So dito, kinakailangan natin i-involve yung hypotenuse at saka yung side na constant na 6. So ito ay hypotenuse divided by the adjacent side, and that's secant of theta. So secant of theta equals hypotenuse, square root of 36 plus y squared. 36 plus y squared divided by the adjacent side na 6. So, solving for square root of 36 plus y squared, then we will have 6 secant of theta equals square root of 36 plus y squared. Okay. So, ang equivalent ng square root of 36 plus y squared in trigonometric function, 6 secant of theta. So, balik tayo sa problem. So, gagamit na tayo ngayon ng substitution. So, yung dy equal siya sa 6 secant squared theta d theta. So, papalitan natin yun. So, meron tayong integral sign. Ito siya. So, yung dy equals siya sa 6 secant squared theta d theta. So, 6 secant squared of theta d theta. Tapos, meron tayong division line. Tapos, meron tayong square root of 36 plus y squared. At, yung square root of 36 plus y squared equals siya sa 6 secant of theta. Yun. So, papalitan natin siya ng 6 secant of theta. Ito. So, 6 secant of theta. So, 6 secant of theta. Tapos, naka-raise siya sa 3. Raise to 3. Okay. So, I will have integral of, so, kopyahin lang natin yung numerator. So, meron tayong 6 secant squared of theta d theta. Tapos, meron tayong division line. So, ito siya. Tapos, meron tayong 6 raised to 3. So, that's 6 cubed. 6 raised to 3. Secant raised to 3. So, magkakaroon tayo ng secant cube of theta. Okay, so cancel ngayon na yung isang 6. So, cancelin natin yung isang 6. Cancel ang secant squared theta. So, cancelin natin yung secant squared theta. So, yung mga natira na lang ay, so, we have the integral sign. Sa numerator, ang natira na lang ay d theta. So, divided by, So, dito natira na lang siya ng 6 squared. So, 6 squared. Dito naman, natira na lang siya ng secant of theta. Secant of theta. Okay. So, yung ating constant ay 1 over 6 squared or 1 over 36. So, lalabas natin siya ng integral sign. So, 1 over 36 integral of. So, yung 1 over secant theta equal siya sa cosine theta. 1 divided by secant equals cosine theta. So, cosine theta d theta. So, integral of cosine theta d theta, readily integrable na siya by formula, equals siya sa sine theta and then plus c. So, 1 divided by 36 and then sine theta and then plus c. Okay. Kaya rin yan, gagamitin natin ngayon yung right triangle para isulat yung ating final answer in terms of y. Kasi yun yung ating problem in terms of y. So, meron tayong 1/36. Ngayon, yung sin theta using the right triangle, equal siya sa opposite divided by the hypotenuse. Opposite divided by the hypotenuse. So, equal siya sa y, divided by square root of 36 plus y squared. 36 plus y squared. Ulitin ko using this right triangle, yung sin theta equals sa y, tapos divided by square root of 36 plus y squared. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng sin theta using this right triangle. And then, plus c. Yan. Kaya rin nun, 1 times y ay y. And then we have 36 times square root of 36 plus y squared. So, 36 times square root of 36 plus y squared plus c. At ito na yung ating final answer. Okay, so let us continue. So, nasa case 2 pa rin tayo at ito na yung ating example number 2 sa case 2, So, ating problem, integral of dt divided by t squared minus 60 plus 10 squared. Okay. So, this problem is also equal to the integral of, so meron tayong dt, and then divided by, so yung t squared minus 60 plus 10 squared, equal din siya sa square root of t squared minus 60 plus 10. And then raised to 4. Raised to 4. So, ang ibig sabihin ng square root ay raised to 1/2. So, 1/2 times 4. So, equal din siya sa 2. So, dito, ang gagawin natin, susulat natin yung t squared minus 60 plus 10 in the form of u squared plus a squared o kaya a squared plus u squared. How do we do that? By completing the square. So, magko-completing the square tayo. So, meron tayong integral of dt. So, divided by, so, square root of. So, completing the square, yung coefficient ng t ay di-divide natin sa 2. At yung result ay i-square natin. So, 6 divided by 2 equals 3. Tapos, squared natin magiging 9. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin, yung 9 na yon hihiramin natin sa 10. Okay? So, magkakaroon tayo ng t squared minus 60 and then plus 9. So, dahil iniraman natin ito ng 9, natira na lang siya ng 1. So, plus 1. And then raised to 4. Yan. Okay? So, ulitin natin, So, nag-completing the square tayo. So, ang ginawa natin, yung coefficient ng t na 6, dinivide natin sa 2. Kaya rin nun, square natin yung result na yun. 6 divided by 2 ay 3. Tapos, square natin, magiging 9. So, yung 9 na yun, hiniram natin sa 10. Kaya yung 10, natira na lang siya ng 1. Kaya rin nun, group natin yung t squared minus 60 plus 9. Okay? At ito ay perfect square trinomial. At may factor siya na kakaroon tayo ng integral of dt divided by. So, ang factor nito ngayon ay t minus 3 quantity squared. So, t minus 3 quantity squared. At yung 1, equal din siya sa 1 squared. Ano? So, nasa loob siya ng square root. Tapos, naka-raise siya sa 4. Naka-raise siya sa 4. So, kita natin ngayon na yung t minus 3 squared plus 1 squared, ano, square root, no, takes the form of square root of u squared plus a squared. Kaya siya case number 2, no. At ang substitution, pagka case number 2 ay u equals a tangent of theta. Okay? So, ngayon, dito, ang a natin ay equal siya sa 1. Ano? Yun yung a natin. A equals 1. Ang u natin, t minus 3. So, yung u natin, t minus 3. T minus 3. So, ulitin ko, ano? So, yung a natin, equal siya sa 1. Yung u natin, equal siya sa t minus 3. Okay. So, yung substitution natin, ano, ay u equals a tangent of theta. Case number 2. No? So, yung u natin ay t minus 3. So, yun, papalitan ng t minus 3. So, t minus 3. Yung a natin, equal siya sa 1. So, yung a, papalitan ng 1. 1 times tangent ay equals tangent of theta. No? Kaya rin nun, kukuha tayo ng derivative both sides. So, derivative ng t ay dt. Derivative ng 3 ay 0. At ang derivative of tangent is secant squared. So, secant squared of theta d theta. Okay. So, magsasubstitution na tayo. No? Ito. So, magiging equal siya sa... So, we have the integral sign. So, ito siya. So, yung dt, papalitan natin siya ng secant squared theta d theta. So, secant squared of theta d theta. So, divided by, no? So, meron tayong square root. Okay? So, yung t minus 3 ay papalitan natin siya ng tangent of theta. So, tangent of theta. Tapos, naka-squared siya. Ay, magkakaroon tayo ng tangent squared of theta. And then, plus, no? Tapos, 1 squared ay 1. Ngayon, yung 1 plus tangent squared, or tangent squared plus 1, equal siya sa secant squared of theta. No? So, papalitan natin siya ng, yung tangent squared plus 1, papalitan natin ng secant squared of theta. So, magkakaroon tayo ng integral of secant squared